Hey everyone, thanks for checking out another short little gearbarrel.com overview of an amazing little blade. Hanging out with Don today, Don Lozier. We are now an authorized dealer of his beautiful custom knives. And man, just amazing stories about the knife community over the years. Making knives 25 years now, Don. And just tell me about this little hunter you got here, man.
Well, I want to talk about some other stuff before we get around to the hunter. Probably a lot of people remember something called show and tell from elementary school days. You know, we didn't have that sort of thing when I was a child, but I did come across it later in life. It was a factor in something called a learning styles inventory, which was a little process in a college course I used to teach during my midlife crisis years. Little did I realize that years later it would be a valuable tool when I wanted to learn knife making and when others want to learn the craft from me. Reading about it or hearing about it just doesn't seem to get it. Show and tell does. A lot of people read about knife making and try to make knives, but it's just not the same. Of course, my best learning style is you show me how you do something and tell me what you're doing, and then I try it, and it seems to work out. So I like that show and tell thing. With absolutely no experience, I received 3 days of show and tell from Butch Beaver in New River, Arizona, years ago. And then I went home to Florida. I was on my own, nothing else in addition except a whole lot of want to and a fire in my belly. I spent $15,000 on equipment, materials, and supplies, and in 2 months' time, everything was in place and ready to go, except my know-how. On Labor Day, I turned on the first piece of equipment. 2 weeks of trying, first one thing and then another, and I discovered that I could actually raise and lower the drill press, the table on the drill press. I didn't know it'd go up and down. Go ahead and laugh, everybody does. Nevertheless, on December 21st of that same year, I appeared as a special guest on a knife show on Shop at Home Television, which was being broadcast via satellite on the Shop at Home network. It was based in Knoxville, Tennessee. I had 23 knives and sheaths ready for sale. And at 9 p.m., Bruce Walls, the show host, put me live on TV. I sold out in less than 10 minutes. And Bruce said, "Don, anytime you have knives and you want to sell them, you just come on up. You have an open door." And that provided instant national distribution and instant national recognition. And in the first year, I appeared on that TV show 7 times. With only 11 months of experience, my work was inspected, and my application was signed by Butch Beaver, Gil Hibben, Wayne Balachovic, and Steve Schwarzer. Just that quick, I was a probationary member of the Knife Makers Guild. I'd say that show and tell, plus some fire in the belly, works pretty good. This is one of my sole authorship hunters. This piece is for sale. And if you hold on just a second, I'll show you something else. Here's one that's not for sale. This is the first knife I ever made.
Really? Wow.
Made out of ATS 34 stainless steel, 416 stainless bolsters. And the scale material was madrone burl. And I colored it with, I didn't know any better at the time, I covered it with Cordovan colored liquid shoe dye.
Really?
Yeah, but
wow.
The first knife I ever made, I made mosaic pins out of rods and wires. So that's something of interest. It doesn't belong to me, it belongs to my daughter. First 24 knives I made, I didn't put the first one up for sale. I saved it for my daughter.
That's pretty awesome, man.
But I just thought people would like to see that. First knife I ever made. This 25 years later, I recently made this one. It's quite a lot like that original so far as the basic blade shape. Drop point hunter. This blade's just a little bit longer. It's 3.9 inches long, I believe, from the bolster to the tip. But anyhow, I just thought you'd like to see this one here.
Very cool, man.
This one here is made out of CPM 154 stainless steel, which is the newer stainless steel. Pretty much replaced ATS 34. And I've got 410 stainless steel bolsters on it, dovetail, both front and rear. And presentation grade desert ironwood scales. It's file worked. The blade spine is file worked all the way from here out to the tip. And it comes with a nice leather sheath that's hand tooled. Nice oak leaves on it. Nice belt carry sheath. Along with this, of course, you get a certificate of authenticity. It tells all about the knife. It's a heck of a good deal.
Beautiful blade, man. Thanks, Don.